I went somewhere to preach, and I saw a damsel. This young lady looked like an Indian. When I looked upon this lady, I thought maybe she came for that meeting to trust God to win a contract, because everything about her showcased excellence and glory. But to my greatest dismay, the lady was seeking God to get married. I said, it's not possible. What do you mean? Unless every man in where you live is blind. How old are you? I'm 38 years old. What? Have you been locked up in your room all your life? How come? She said nobody has asked her out in the last 7 years. That was the day I discovered that there's a mystery about light and darkness. There's a mystery, great mystery. It was from that day that I came up with the understanding that it's not beauty that gets people married, it's favor. But you see, there are many people who don't have enough light. They spend all their money on hair, on eyelashes, and on fingernails. But when you have light, you will know that there's an economy that Esther had. That even when nobody should see the king, she broke protocol. And when she entered, the king stood up and said, the search is over. It will take light. It will take light. Too many people don't have light. Somebody entered ministry. He wanted to start ministry in Abuja, and they gathered 100 million and entered the city. Said they've come to take over the city. He said, relax. How much is billboard? He paid for it. How much is tent? He paid for it. After 4 months, they became 3 in the tent. That was when they knew that what you need to start a ministry is not money, it's light. I wish you understood the excellency of light. You wouldn't jump into that business until you have light. If you understood the excellency of light, you will not start that course. They told you medicine is lucrative. Meanwhile, if you had checked in light, your career is in music. You would not have wasted. We were not wise. We were not trained. If I knew, I would have been studying God from 10 years. If I knew this is where I would end, I was in the studio with lab coat. All the chemicals I studied, I've not used one. Because I didn't have light. Studied chemicals, studied water, H2O. Water, you say 2O. Studying about pinnacle, arrangement reaction in medicinal chemistry. I didn't need any of them. But there was no light. There's nothing wrong in schooling. But if I had light, I would have schooled in the direction of my call. I would have schooled. It would have equipped me better. But I didn't have light. I was groping in darkness for many years before I began to hear the sounds of heaven.